I got the joins on the side sewn by hand, and I went ahead and pinned the 2 front layers that we're going to sew at 1/4 of an inch seam allowance to sew the 2 rows together. So essentially we're going to do the same thing. We are going to just get the 2 top layers like this, okay? And we're going to do 1/4 of an inch all the way down. So it's essentially the same as joining the side pieces together. It's just a really long seam, okay? Make sure everything's out of the way except for those 2 top layers. And of course I lined up my corners and such, you know, to make sure that the front would line up when I pinned it. Lined up the seams together. But since they're sewn open, they didn't really nest. I just lined up the seams with each other. And if you get really tight like this, just line it up and go real slow, and you should still be good. Yay! We got 2 rows together. Now let's get out our ironing board and we will, so let's see the front first. So it looks just like a normal quilt on the front. See? So let's work on this back. So the first thing I do is I usually come along here because I want to work on the batting, and I grab my pins. I just kind of pin this stuff up so I can focus on batting. Don't pull it so far up that it pulls your batting, okay? Alright, so now we're gonna come in here and I'm gonna open this seam and finger press this seam down, all the way down, as best you can. Alright, so now what you want is for this batting to come right together. It should come right together. Alright, so I grabbed, you see how I grabbed it with when I sewed them together? It's okay. Just don't cut your threads, okay? But I need it to lay down. But then again, you're going to use this clover fusible web, okay, to reinforce it like this. And you're going to cut a piece the size of the whole row. So you're going to iron this down. Then this has like a peel on it, so you're going to peel it off. And it's sticky on both sides. So pick one side, pins out. and we're going to lay it down, okay, like this, and iron it down since it's sticky on both sides. And then take our pins out of the other side. We're going to lay this down the other way, okay, and we're going to iron it really well. My iron has black stuff coming out of it. If anybody knows how to fix that, that would be awesome. Then we're going to take right here on our seam and we're going to roll it over like this, and I just kind of tuck in all the little hairs and stuff. I try to line up, see how this seam and this seam, I try to see if I can like get them as close as I can. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. See, like that one worked out really well. They should be close. Alright, so this one doesn't have much fabric, so you have to be kind of careful. But as long as you get some fold, you're good to go. Alright, so I again take my interfacing. You don't have to do this, it is a personal preference. And I'm going to cut it short right here because this doesn't have much room. Okay. I don't have anything to add, so I'm going to just go all the way to the edge, okay? This is just to hold it in place. That's all I'm looking for. So I don't have to hold it when I'm trying to sew it. Alright, so I'll start the rest of this on this side of the heart. I'm just trying to tuck it up under there so it'll hold my side down. But you can always just pin it all the way down if you want to. And I'm just kind of tacking it with the point of my iron, and then I will go back over, iron it a good time before I pull it off. Alright, so now I'm going to go back over and give it a good iron before peel it off. And then I will lay this back down, covering up the interfacing, and it will hold it in place for me while I'm hand stitching it. Alright, and then I will hand sew that line, and you can hardly even tell that there's a break in the backing fabric. And the front looks amazing. You see, it just looks just like a normal quilt. Thank you.